Hello and welcome to another edition of Friendly Feud. Okay, hello from Reno. Let it be is here. Charles is here. Welcome. Share is here. Hello. All right. Yes, ready for another game. But where's Takata? Isn't she here to defend her? Oh my goodness, I think I forgot to send her. I'll have to check my email, my sent messages. I think I forgot to send her certificate. Maybe she's mad at me now. Oh no, I don't want Takata mad at me. Um, it is time to get started. Let's see. So we've got. I had a thought to try for another time, Daniel. Okay. Yeah. So I am about an hour and a half earlier than I was yesterday to try and accommodate more players. Um, get my score sheet ready here. Yeah, Takara, where are you? I almost feel like it's not the same game without Takara here to dominate. I'd actually thought of one way to try and level the playing field. I was going to give a supplemental question about America and offer it only to the lowest players, anyone who's not so so not allowing whoever has the top score to answer, but only uh, the other people, or perhaps if it's a good close game, um, offering the question only to the lowest score or the lowest scoring people at the time, something like that. Okay, I'm here. Okay, so we've got Charles, we've got Share, we have Let It Be. But where is Takara? Oh, everyone misses Takara. Just is not going to be the same. Well, there have been a couple of games where Takara was the first one, and for a short time, oh, there she is. Okay, welcome, treasure. Our treasure has arrived. You just signed on to start her own broadcast. Oh, okay. Well, that's too bad. Doe Darling, we'd love to see Doe Darling also. She's a very strong player. Okay, you're in another broadcast. Didn't even see the time, but got your notification tagging me. Okay, great. I'm so happy that worked out. Okay, so let's see. We have four players currently in the game, I believe, ready to go. Takara, Let It Be, and Charles are all here. Yes, we do. That would be wonderful to have Takara, though uh, you can and share all in the same game. Um, we'll just have to see how things work out. Like I said, if the game becomes too unbalanced, I'm ready to offer a supplemental kind of a bonus question to the lowest scoring person or the lowest scoring people if there's a tie for the last place. I have my questions about America from my USA Peace Game quiz. So if the game becomes too unbalanced, I might do that to try and balance things out a little bit to maintain the tension in the air, so to speak, right up to the last moment. Okay, so the Tourney of Champions. Yes, okay. Yeah, that really would be a fine game. Let's see. Okay, let's get rid of that splash screen there. That's enough of that. Okay, here I am. We don't need to see me. Let's try to find my Family Feud slideshow. Here we go. I hope I have it right. Um, Okay, and put that as the main window. All right. So friendly feud hosted by yours truly. Type with one hand. Type with one hand and one eye closed. Okay, that's right. She'd still beat you. Yeah, could be, could be. She is. I mean, the last few games, although she hasn't won every game. Remember, Mindful Mike did have a win, so it is possible. It is possible. All right. So, um, like I said, we've got four of our regulars here, four of our good strong players. It's still anybody type while standing. Right? Do go only by sound. You can't look at the screen. No. All right. Type with your eyes closed. I don't know. We could come up with all kinds of uh, handicaps, but like I said, if it gets too out of hand, I'll try and come up with something um, to maintain the tension till the end, maintain the suspense. Let's see what we can do. Speech to text. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's start out with our first question of the day. Name a famous Robert who many women consider handsome. Name a famous Robert who many women consider handsome. Now, that could. Redford. Okay, Charles, right off the bat with Redford. What's that? What happened? You have no idea. Robert? Robert, certainly there are some Roberts. Robert Redford for years and years. Yeah, Redford, share. I think you're suffering from the lag again. Um, that's too old. Well, we don't know the age of these survey people here, the people who were surveyed. No, Charles, let's leave it with Redford. Robert Pattinson. Okay, Robert Pattinson. Was he the one that was in the Twilight Saga? I can't remember. That's the one you were thinking? Okay. I don't watch American television. I don't watch Japanese television very much either, except for the news. I do have a Netflix subscription and so on. Also, the new Batman. Okay. All right. Let It Be is going to step out for a second. All right. So I'm going to stretch this out as for a little bit here to give Let It Be a chance to come back. Let's see. I haven't heard the question yet. I haven't heard the question. Does that mean that Let It Be didn't see the question either? Is there that much of a lag? Wow. Because Charles had already typed in Redford, Takata, no idea, share Redford. Charles, that's too old a reference though. And then Let It Be's comments, I haven't heard the cue yet, appeared. Wow. Um, all right, let's see. You can be fast too. That's right. Yeah, I'm never going to suggest making a new guess. I'm just dropping my knowledge. Okay. All right. Cool. Robert De Niro. Okay. Share came in with Robert De Niro. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. De Niro. What? I haven't heard quite. Oh, they're in. Okay. All right. So I missed that. I was looking at. I was thinking of Robert Patterson, and missed the De Niro. I guess I was thinking money. De Niro. De Niro. It's De Niro, right? Okay. Kennedy, Robert Kennedy. Okay, so we have um, Redford, Pattison, De Niro, Kennedy. Okay, I think if you could lift the question maybe 3 inches, that would be good for me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'd have to redo the cards completely in order to do that. I moved them, the questions from the top to the bottom, because that was causing more of a problem for more people. Um, I, I mean, I could. Uh, I'll have to rearrange my slides again to see if I can maximize the benefit. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what the points are for these. We've got good answers, and let's see how the points come out. Robert Redford. Robert Redford. So Charles. with the fastest answer and the top answer. So Charles off to a good start with 51 points. Congratulations. Robert De Niro. Okay, Robert De Niro was Let It Be, came up with that answer for 34 points. Okay, great. But Let It Be, she'll be pleased when she comes back to know that Robert De Niro was the number two answer. And Robert Kennedy. Who had Kennedy? That was Cher had Kennedy, right? Cher had Kennedy. So, but only 4 points, really. Only 4 points for Robert Kennedy. I guess he's famous. The Kennedys were generally considered a handsome group of men, I think. I don't know. But anyway, the point is we've got three answers out of three in the survey, and surprise of surprises is that Takata did not come up with one of them. Pattison, I guess that's maybe too new of reference. The survey must have been given to middle-aged ladies and older, perhaps. Yeah. Yes, third answer often has the low points. Um, well, the first two answers, 50, 60, even 70 points in the first answer. It doesn't leave very many for the lower answers, does it? All right. So, um, what have we got here? So, after one question, Charles in the lead with 51 points, followed by Let It Be with 34, Cher with 4 points, and Takata. Takata is trailing them all. Let's let's see how this shakes out in the future. Okay, that was question number one. Got a long way to go. So no one. Oh, Abyss is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wonderful to have you here. You missed the first question. It was a doozy. You can see the question and the answers still on the screen there. Famous Robert Redford. Charles came up with very soon and very quickly. Um, the other answers did come out, but took a little longer. Yes. All right. So we have a good game going. Everyone is still in the thick of it. Okay. I wonder. Oh, Let It Be is back. All right. Good, good. Okay. So let's go on to question number two. Name an article of clothing that most people have 10 of. Name an article of clothing that most people have 10 of. Shoes. Takara. Shoe is fast on the keyboard with shoes. Underwear. Shirt. Underwear. Charles, sorry. Underwear has already been taken. Okay, so we have shoes, underwear, and shirt. All are good answers. Any other guesses? Shoes, underwear, shirt. We haven't heard from Abyss or. And Charles needs another answer. I don't even have 10 shoes. Not sure why I thought that first. Books. We're looking for article of clothing. Accessories. Okay, accessories. Hmm. Well, I'll accept that answer. Clothes, right? Yeah, clothes. So books are an article of clothing. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, ties. Okay, neckties. I have a large collection of neckties myself. I have uh, dozens of neckties. Some of them are novelty like neckties, Valentine's Day neckties, Halloween neckties, Christmas neckties, Mickey Mouse neckties, and so on. Yeah. Most women don't even have one tie. True. Hats. Yvonne, welcome. Yvonne is here. Yvonne is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're on the second question now. It's a good close game. Um, all right, the best answers were taken. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. But ties, I think, you know, although it's male oriented, still, if we assume that nearly half of the people in the survey are men, it could very well be on there. Let's see how the answers. Yeah, shoes are a great answer. Um, One that nobody has come up. Has everyone answered? Has everyone answered? I have an idea for. Yeah, some women do wear ties, the ribbon ties and so on. Yes, that's a possibility. What about so everybody recognizes that shoes was a great answer. Well, why not socks? Huh? Socks. Yeah, I mean, I have more pairs of socks than I do shoes. So pairs of shoes. So Takara, 57 points, jumps into the lead. I'm thinking shirt, pants, socks. Okay, well, pairs of shoes is the top answer. Pairs of socks. See, right? I'll put those points in the bank for me there. Okay, yeah. So pairs of socks was the number two answer. Nobody came up with that. Okay, interesting. Shirts. Who had shirts? I'm sorry, I have to go back. Shirt. That was share, right? Share. Okay, share. Got seven. Oh, finally a decent point total for the third answer. 17 points compared to only 21 for pairs of socks. So that's a good third answer. Okay. But nobody got pairs of socks except me, right? I called it, didn't I? I called it. Okay. Um, there she goes. Uh, nope, you can't. Wait a minute. I'm losing. Yeah, Yvonne, you're definitely not too late at all. This is only the second question, and we have a really tight game now. So after two questions, the point totals here. Let's see. I'll go from left to right on my scorecard here. Let's see. So Takata has 57 points for first place. Share now has 21 points, currently fourth place. Let It Be, 34 points, third place. Charles, 51 points for second place. Avis and Yvonne still looking for their first points. Okay, so we've got an excellent game here. From the top score to the bottom score, only a range of 57 points. That's only one question, right? Okay, let's see how question number three shakes things up. All right, are we all ready? Question number three. Name something a man might do at the gym to impress a woman. So we're looking for an action, something a man might do at the gym to impress a woman. Lift weights, flex, lift weights. Doe Darling, welcome. Doe Darling. Doe Darling is here. But lift weights was already taken. Yeah, Charles lift weights was sorry. Takara with her lightning fingers is already. Share. Take off a shirt. Flex and mirror. Okay, let it be. Abyss has already gotten flex. Shin ups. I guess chin ups, right? The chin ups. I'm assuming that's chin ups. Uh, I do know I before E except after C. Don't mind my typos. don't don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. I'm used to dealing with Japanese. Oh, thank you for the Super Heart Award. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. I do appreciate the Super Heart Award, but that doesn't get you the lift weights answer. I'm sorry, Takata still has the lift weights answer. have to be have to be fair here. Okay, even though I appreciate the award immensely. Okay, so let's see. See if I can go back and push-ups. Do push-ups. Okay, all right. So we got push-ups, chin-ups, flex, lift weights, take shirt off. I don't think, Doe Darling, I don't think you have a valid answer because um, your lift weights answer was taken by Takara. So if you'd like to try again, Bench press. Okay, bench press. Okay, I think that means everyone has an answer. Oh yeah, run super fast on treadmill. Okay, right. Okay, that clock is out of tune. All right. Um, yeah, I don't know if you have heard that. That's the I am in my office. That's the signal. The time to change classes, or the class has either ended or begun. I guess the class is just should have just begun, right? Should have just begun. So we'll see uh, if we are still online when the next bell rings, but we'll see. All right. Like I said, I think we have uh, answers for everyone now. Okay. Lift weights is the number one. Probably. Let's see what happens. Lift weights. Lift weights. That's right. Yeah. Okay. So that was Takara, right? Yeah. She just beat out Go Darling for the lift weights. So 55 more points for Takara. All right. Let's see. Flex. Okay. So flex. Flex was Abyss's answer, right? Abyss came up with Flex. Right after Takara's lift weight, Abyss came in with Flex. 24 points. Abyss is now on the board. Good job. Good game we've got going here. Take off shirt. Take shirt off. That was Share was the first to come up with that. Oh, the only to come up with that answer. That's right. So take off shirt. 10 points. It's another good third place answer. Good points. At least it's double digits, which is always good to see, even in third place. Okay, so at this point, after three questions, um, let's see. Takara has just broken the 100-point barrier. She has 112 points. Share with 31. Let It Be has 34. Charles with 51. Abyss 24. Yvonne and Doe Darling are still looking for their first points. Okay, so we've got a good game going here, right? Um, Again, so Takara has built up a little bit of a lead, but her lead over second place is only 60 points, 61 points. One good question turns that around, right? My age next year. Okay, interesting. All right, yeah, you guys are all behind me in age. Yeah, that's fine. Trying not to let my age show. Let's see where we are. Okay, so we're ready for question number 4. We're not halfway through yet, and we have a tight game, a tight game. All right, here we go. Question number 4. Let's do flags instead. Yeah, we know how Abyss dominates in that category, right? Okay, here we go. Question 4. Name something people wait in line for on hot days. Something people wait in line for on hot days. Takata with ice cream just before Dough Darling. Wow. That's the second time that Dough Darling has been beaten out by Takara for the answer. Cold drinks, okay. Water, cold drinks, popsicle, cold beverage. Okay, cold drinks, cold beverage, that's going to overlap there. Water is a beverage. Uh, I wonder how that's going to shake out. Is there overlap there? Let's see if I can find this. Let's see. Slurpee ice cream. Ice cream was taken early, Yvonne. Slushy. Okay, a slushy. Um, all right. Slushy and Slurpee. Are those the same things? I don't even know. Um, but either one sounds right. Soda, ice, water slide. Okay, water slide. We'll go with that. Um, so yeah, water will expand that to include the beverages, I guess. And yeah, so Doe Darling goes with water slide. Popsicle. Okay, Yvonne, try and limit to one answer because we don't know what to do if someone else. We only want each person to have control of one possible answer, and so the first person to type in that answer claims that as their answer. Okay, so just one answer for each contestant, please. Unless, as I said, someone else has given this your answer before you, and then of course you have the right. You can go ahead and give another answer. But if you have a unique answer, please stick with that one. Just makes things a lot less confusing for me. All right, let's see how the points shake out here. Ice cream. Ice cream is the top answer, and that was Takata beating out Doe Darling just barely, but she did beat out Doe Darling. Okay, so 66 points for Takara. All right, the next answer, cold drinks. Okay, cold drinks, which is exactly what Doe Darling said, but we Charles came up with water first. So um, I'm gonna have to water as a drink and give it the broad category. I'm going to give Charles those points, not without controversy, but that's the way I'm going to award the points there. Okay. Um, right. Yeah. If they were specific, but they seem to have grouped all the beverages, all the cold beverages into one category. So that's why water came out first, and so I awarded the points to Charles. Okay. And the third answer is water park. And that was, yeah, the water slide, water park. Yeah, exactly. So Doe Darling, uh, just beaten out, actually just beaten out by both the first and the second. So Doe Darling actually came up with all three answers. Ice cream, she was just beaten out by Takata. Then cold drinks, word for word, cold drinks, just beaten out by Charles. But then she was the only one to come up with the third answer, water park or water slide. We're going to go with that. So 10 points for Doe Darling. Okay. So what have we got so far? Adjust our scores here. Still a good tight game. Let's see. So Doe Darling now has 10 points. Takata now up to 178 points. Share with 31. Let It Be with 34. Charles with 74. Abyss with 24. And Yvonne still looking for her first points of the game. All right, but that was only question number 4. We have 6 left to go. Lots of time left. Okay, that's right. The Warrior Queen Takata. That's right. Okay. Did I miss anything? I hope not. Let It Be's crying. Oh, because there's no slushy slurpy thing. Yeah. Oh, um, yeah, no slurpy. Yeah, I don't know why. Again, maybe that was folded in under cold drinks, which I don't know. Don't know. I don't know how they sort these surveys out. I just received the data. I didn't actually collect it myself, so I'll only take a tiny amount of blame for this. All right, we are at Let It Be. Are you a Beatles fan? Yes. Yeah. Picked it because of the song. Yeah, Let It Be. Yeah, wonderful song. The video is freezing. Oh no. I yeah. We have people with lags, people with freezing videos, and so on. It's a problem. Hopefully, as HAPS develops, they expand on their servers and improve their software. both the mobile and the browser version, things will get a little smoother. I guess we just have to put up with the difficulties for now. The lag queen. Okay. All right. Okay. Who's your internet service provider? I'm curious. Who's your internet service provider? Oh, that must be to Yvonne, perhaps, or share, perhaps. You're a stickler for details. Okay, yes. All right, let's go on. We're at question number 5. This will bring us to the halfway point. Question number 5. Still got a tightly contested game here. Let's see. Name something a contestant in a beauty pageant might wear. Name something a contestant in a beauty pageant might wear. Swimsuit, dress. Okay, Abyss, sorry you were late. Charles, you were late. So, Doe Darling, first with swimsuit. Takata with dress. Crown. That seems like a good answer too. Yeah. Formal gown. Um, I think, let's see. Dress, I think, would also cover formal gown. A tiara. Tiara, I think, is going to be the crown. Or is it? Is a tiara different enough to be a separate answer? Yeah, dress is gown. That's what I thought. Sash. Okay, there's a good answer. Sash. Swimsuit. Yeah, sorry, Yvonne. Swimsuit has already been taken. That was taken by Doe Darling right off the bat. A tiara. Tiara, um, so dress is formal gown and tiara, a crown is tiara, right? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Corsage. Okay, that's a good answer. Original answer. Good. Okay, so what have we got? We've got swimsuit, dress, crown, sash, corsage, smile. Oh, sorry. Yes, I missed that one. Smile on her face. Yeah, I'm bouncing up and down the list of answers to make sure that I'm giving credit to the right person, and I skipped over that. Yeah, smile on her face. All right, smile is good. All right, let's see how the points shake out in this question. Top answer, bathing suit. Okay, bathing suit, swimsuit, that is the answer. And that was by Doe Darling, right? Doe Darling, that's right, swimsuit. So Doe Darling comes up with a big 56 points. Jumps right into the thick of things with that top answer. Gown. Okay, gown. We decided that dress was gown, and that was Takata's answer. So 39. Well, big 39 points. Rather large points total for a second place answer. Good job. Makeup. No one came up with makeup, but that does make sense. Yeah. I mean, corsage, the sash, um, the crown, smile, all those things make perfect sense. But for some reason, they came up with makeup. All right. So nobody got the third. It's only 2 points. So, yeah, that's right. Only 2 points. Okay. So lots of zeros this time. Let's see how the points are at this point. So we've got 66 points for Doe Darling, but 217 points for Takata, 31 points for Share, 34 points for Let It Be, 74 points for Charles, Abyss with 24, and Yvonne still looking to break into the point column here. Okay. Well, Charles, you may be the zero king, but Yvonne so far has been the queen. Okay, that's all right. The game, that was the fifth question. Remember, this was just the fifth question. We have five more questions to go. It's anybody's game, absolutely anybody's game. Okay. All right. At the midway point, I'm going to ask a question, okay, about America, something related to America, okay, and I'm going to offer it in the order, the reverse order of the score. So from the lowest score up to the highest score in that order, okay, and the first person to answer it will get 50 points. 50 points. Okay. Now that's not enough to put any move anyone into the lead over Takata, but it will make it a tighter game. Okay. So for this one, yeah, you need to get the more or less the exact answer. Spelling again, I'm not too strict on spelling. Okay, but here is the question. Okay, here is the question. Goes first to Yvonne. So please, no one but Yvonne answer. After Yvonne answers, if her answer is not correct, the next chance will be given to Abyss with 24 points, and then to Share, and so on. Let it be Doe Darling, Charles, and finally Takara will get the last chance. Okay, so Yvonne, this question goes first to you. So please, no one answer the question except Yvonne to begin with. All right. So, what is the name of the tower scheduled to replace the World Trade Center? What is the name of the tower scheduled to replace the World Trade Center? So, the tower that replaced the World Trade Center. So, Yvonne, right? My laptop freezing. Okay. I'm sorry about that. But as I said, no one can answer this until you do. Oh, Katrina. Okay, welcome, Katrina. Um, all right, Katrina. Technically, Katrina coming in now is also the lowest answer, the lowest point total. Oh, you can't hear. Oh no, I'm sorry. Um, I'm usually afraid that my voice is too loud and distorting things because I have a rather loud voice. I'm sorry that you can't hear me. Um, I'll try to speak clearly, uh, but I tell you what I'm going to do. Yes, I could type it. In fact, I will. Okay, but because Katrina came in and gave the correct answer, the Freedom Tower, um, I'm going to award 50 points. Yeah, anyone that doesn't have points, right? So I'm going to give 50 points to Katrina. I'm going to give those 50 points to Katrina for the correct answer. But because Yvonne still has 0 points, I'm going to ask another question. Again, first to Yvonne. Okay, so on this one, I will type in to see if that helps. Let's see. I'm going to the notifier. Oh no, the takeovers. I'll go to takeovers. Okay, create a new takeover. Um, bonus for Yvonne. Okay. All right. All right. I have typed in the question and now I will post it. This is for Yvonne first. Okay. So the question is, which city in the US has the largest Chinatown? Which city in the U.S. has the largest Chinatown? Okay, this goes first to Yvonne. Which city in the U.S. has the largest Chinatown? Which city in the U.S. has the largest Chinatown? Okay, Gary Price, welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm going to need a bigger score sheet with these additional players coming in. That's a good thing. Going to have to reorganize the way I keep score here. Okay, but once again, which city in the U.S. has the largest Chinatown? Yvonne, if you can hear me, San Francisco. San Francisco. Love the capitalization. I think maybe you've got the key locks key down or something. It's reversed there, but that's the correct answer, of course. Yes, San Francisco. So Yvonne now has 50 points. Okay. All right. And let's see. So Katrina and yes, San Francisco. No, that's fine. That's fine. No worries. Capitalization is the least of my worries with this. Um, let's see. We've got Gary here who also has 0 points. So we're going to give him a bonus question also. Okay. Again, let me type this in. It'll go first to Gary and then to um, Abyss will be given a chance and so on. But Gary has the lowest score right now. Um, okay. All right. Let's see. Oops, not, I want to take over. Okay. And create a new takeover. And let's see. A bonus for Gary. And let's see. Okay. I've got the question typed in. Let me display it. This is a question for Gary to bring him up to par with the rest of us. So, on which river is the mighty Hoover Dam constructed? So, Gary gets the first shot at this question. Okay. On which river is the mighty Hoover Dam constructed? Your computer is fighting you and the volume is low. All right. Well, I can increase the gain a little bit. Again, I don't want to blow out people who have normal volume. Okay. All right, great. Gary, the Colorado River. The Colorado River is correct, right? The Colorado River. The Colorado, right. So Gary now with 50 points. Where are we at here? Okay. 50 points for Gary. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure I could have come up with that. That Colorado River probably would have been my guess as well, but to say that I knew that, that's a stretch. See, the takeover question is at the perfect level, Daniel. But you're an awesome host, and I'd have fun even if it was just watching Cara throw down with Bill, share another. Yeah. Uh, okay, sorry. Yeah, that question was specifically for Gary first, unless he didn't come up with the answer, and then it was going to go uh, to the other low scores. Um, I lived at the Colorado River, so Okay, cool. Wow, nice. That would be a wonderful place to live. Okay. Yep, that's right. It was for Gary. Okay. All right. We've got now everyone is the scores are looking pretty good. Now the scores range from, well, a high of 217 down to 24. But um, I'm going to throw in more bonus points if this continues to be a lopsided game here. So we'll see how that works. But for now, let's go on. We've had three bonus questions. Everyone has points now. So mention names and monikers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, me too. It's I'm confused all the time, but I'm getting used to that. All right. Let's go on to question number 6. Okay, we're in the second half of the game now. All right, here we go. Question number 6. Everybody ready? Name a kind of cookie people love to dunk in milk. Name a kind of cookie people love to dunk in milk. This is for everyone. This is a question for everyone. Abyss, chocolate chip. Takara, I can't even read that. Okay, chocolate, dough darling chocolate, chocolate chip. Um, okay, share Oreo. Charles, I'm sorry, chocolate chip has been taken. Um, Christian wasn't in the box. Okay, all right. Eel, oatmeal. Wow, I don't know what to do about that. Eel, Takata came in with oatmeal almost at the same time, but Charles appeared above that. But yeah, wow. I think, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Oreo has already been taken, Gary. Oreo has already been taken by Share. Eel was oatmeal. Okay. Chocolate chip was the first answer. That's already been taken. Graham cracker. Okay, that's a good one. Oatman. I assume that's oatmeal, and oatmeal has been taken. Okay. So what to do? All right. Simply, I mean, I'm sorry, Takata, but simply because eel seems pretty likely to have been intended to be oatmeal. That on top of the fact that Charles is far behind you in points, I'm going to be lenient toward Charles and give him the benefit of the doubt that eel was meaning to be oatmeal. And so Takara, you don't have an answer yet. Okay, that's I don't know if that's fair or not, but that's the decision of the judges. Okay. Um, let's see, graham cracker, vanilla wafer. Okay, okay. So we've got Abyss with chocolate chip, Dough Darling with a chocolate cookie. Um, Share was first with the Oreo, Charles with oatmeal. Then we've got Graham Cracker with Let It Be, and Gary with the vanilla wafer. Um, we're running out of cookies, aren't we? Did you know that uh, Hydrox actually predate Oreos? The original Oreo was actually the Hydrox. Yeah. Guess you know their advertising campaign. Oh, you know that. Of course, you know that. This you're the walking dictionary or encyclopedia there. Right? Okay. There are times when you can be typing and the sentence is sent out before it's ready. Yes, exactly. Understood. Yeah. Okay. I think perhaps Takata has given up. Oatmeal was taken, not really taken from her, but oatmeal was taken before by Charles. Um, and I think, yeah, I don't have an answer. Yeah, I don't know what other cookies there are. I mean, there are. I love my favorite cookie is actually a Fig Newton, but I never dunked those. Anyway, let's see how the points turn out with this question number 6 we're at. Question number 6. Take peanut butter. Okay, peanut butter cookies. Okay. Wasn't oatmeal, I would have rightly bowed to the queen as to cover as legit best player. Okay. All right. Chocolate chip. Okay, so chocolate chip. Got to scroll all the way. Chocolate chip. That was right. Abyss. Right. Abyss came in with chocolate chip first. So Abyss with 54 big points. Okay. And then we've got Oreo. Oreo was, let's see, the first person to write Oreo was Gary. Gary claimed the, no. Share was Oreo. Got to scroll up and down, back and forth to find the proper thing. So always keep me honest here. Make sure that I award the points to the right person. So Oreo, 42 point. Wow, share, 42 big points for Oreo. Very good. Okay, and then oatmeal, the controversial oatmeal answer. But 5 points is going to Charles for oatmeal. Okay. Well, Gary gave. I'm sorry. If Gary gave Oreo, but that was after. That's right. That was after share. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. Yes. All right. So here we go. Let's see. So Gary still has 50 points. Um, Doe Darling still at 66. Takara still at 217. Share now has 73 points. Let It Be now with 34 points. Still has 34 points. Charles now at 79 points. This now has 78 points. Wow. Um, Yvonne with 50 and Kat with 50. Okay. All right. Keep things interesting. Yeah. No, that's all right. Let's continue. Let's continue. We've got a good game going here, right? Yeah. So, um, 217 for Takata in first place. Second place by 1 point is Charles with 79, followed closely by Abyss with 78. Then again in the 70s, Cher with 73, Doe Darling 66. Then three people with 50 points: Gary, Yvonne, and Katrina, right, with 50 points, and Let It Be with 34. I'm gonna have to give Let It Be a bonus question here if things don't turn around in the near future. Okay, so let's go on, see how things shake out with question number 7. Excuse me. Sorry about that. All right. The lead won't last. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Have to. Yeah, the Socksmiths. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, that to me that was shoes. Right after shoes came out, I thought socks would be automatic, but it didn't happen. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Okay, question number 7. Here we go. Everybody ready? Good, good. Name a night of the week when people stay up later than usual. Okay, well, be fast because there are more people than there are days of the week. Friday, Saturday. Oh, Doe Darling, you were late. Sorry. Let It Be, you were late. Yvonne, you were late. Yeah. Share, you were late. Okay, so Takara got Friday. Abyss got Saturday. Let It Be Thursday. Okay, Let It Be has Thursday. Share has Wednesday. Doe Darling, again, you're behind Let It Be this time. Okay, so we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday. Yvonne has Sunday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like you said, it won't last. That's right. Well, we don't know what the scores are yet. Who knows what these survey people they've surprised us before. All right. Anybody want to type in the last couple days of the week, or I mean, I have a feeling. Yeah, I have a feeling Although Friday, Saturday, who knows? Yeah. Okay. Go darling Monday. Sure. Who knows? Okay. Um, Saturday, a lot of people go to bed early for church in the morning. That's right. That's right. So we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Let's see how the points come out. All right. Friday. Friday was the top answer. So Friday was Takata. Takata. Friday. 52 points. A lot of our top answers are in the 50-point range this time. No, and we haven't seen the 60. Oh, yes, we did. We had a 66-point question, but most of them have been in the 50s. Oh, we had a 74-point question too, didn't we? Okay. All right. Never mind. But anyway, the point is Takata got 52 points for Friday. Saturday, of course. Saturday, 43. Nice point score for second place there for Saturday. That makes sense. Friday, Saturday, not too much to choose between those two answers. Not too much to choose between those 2 points. Okay. All right. The last answer, Sunday. Sunday. Why would people stay up late on Sunday? But let's see. Sunday was that. I think that was Yvonne was the first to come up with Sunday. Yes, Yvonne. Big 3 points. 3 points. Well, important point. I mean, 2 points about that. One, Yvonne has points now that did not come from a bonus. Totally legit, right? And uh, not that the bonus points aren't legit, but also another clean sweep. All three answers were given, right? Yeah, whoop whoop. That's right. Okay, no Thursday, right? No Thursday. Yeah. When I first came, little story about Japan here. In Japan, in America, you say "Thank God it's Friday." In Japan, they used to call it Hanakin. Kinyobi is Friday, and Hana is flower, so it's like Flower Friday. Hanakin, Flower Friday. Um, you know, kind of the thank God it's Friday type of saying in Japanese. Lately, though, I hear the students saying Hanamoku, which means basically Moku is Mokuyobi, the Thursday. So now it's Flower Thursday. They're writing off Friday, I guess. So they start their weekend early. Anyway, that's a little side note. The point totals now are again 50 points for Gary, 66 for Doe Darling, uh, 269 for Takara, 73 for Share, 34 for Let It Be, 79 for Charles. Uh, Abyss has now broken the 100-point barrier. Let's see, 11, 121 points for Abyss, 53 for Yvonne, and 50 for Katerina. Okay, let's see how we're doing now. Let's see. I award you 100 future points for that. Abyss, right? 121, right? Yeah, 121. You're right. Yeah. Side notes are win, Daniel. Side notes are win, Daniel. Okay. Saturn's Day was not mentioned. Keen for the yogi, huh? Yes, that's right. Need more points. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll see how things shake out here. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Before we go to question number 8, let's have another bonus round here. Another bonus round. This question will go to Let It Be. Let It Be. Okay, we've got a bonus round for Let It Be. Let me type this in. And let's see. Okay, sorry that took me a while to type in. It was a long question. Sorry about that. But here is this is for Let It Be to tighten things up. Let It Be currently has 34 points. Here is the question for another 50-point bonus. What mid-Atlantic state is home to Hershey's chocolate, Zippo lighters, and Martin guitars? What mid-Atlantic state is home to Hershey's chocolate, Zippo lighters, and Martin guitars? So we're looking for the name of a state, right? Pens- Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. That's right, of course. Right? Yes, Pennsylvania. I had to look just wanted to make sure. Yeah, that's yeah. Hershey's, Pennsylvania. Right? That is the name of the town, which I've never been to, but it's been described to me as actually this smelling of chocolate throughout the town. So yes, that one hint alone. Uh, my keys are smaller. Press the wrong key and it took this out of the broadcast. So funny. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Sorry for your difficulties. Yeah. If we're getting a question, it could be. It could be. All right. So let it be 50 points there. 50 points or let it be. So now 84 points. 84 points. Yes, overtook Charles and share with that answer. Okay. All right. So we've got a good game going here now. All right. Let's go on. There'll be more bonus points to keep things tight, the contest tight as we go on here. But we've still got question 8, 9, and 10 left. Okay. 8, 9, and 10. Yeah. Charles, yeah. Chocolate gave it away. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. That clue, the Martin guitars, that wouldn't have helped me at all either. Zippo lighters also, I didn't know that those are from Pennsylvania. But yeah, Hershey's chocolate, yep, that's the one. That's the winning clue for me. Okay, question number 8. Question number 8, and then we'll see how the scores are looking. If there was an award for loudest in the zoo, which animal would win it? Loudest in the zoo. Which animal would win the award? Okay, Takara with monkey, Doe Darling with elephant, Abyss with lion, Yvonne lion, but just after Abyss. So we got to give the nod to Abyss with lion. Share elephant, but Doe Darling has already claimed elephant. Monkey was claimed by Takara. Tiger, there we go. Share comes in with tiger. The loudest tiger is not good. I don't know. I mean, tigers are as big or bigger than lions, aren't they? I mean, they're quite. But yeah, maybe lions. The lion's roar is what's famous. Yeah, parrots. Okay, now there you go. Parrots. They can be noisy, annoying. I actually love parrots. Parrots are wonderful birds, um, especially when you teach them to talk and things like that. They're a lot of fun. And they can be quite affectionate. I know people that keep birds as pets and parrots, and they can be uh, quite affectionate. We are animals. Okay, so human. That's right. Okay, good answer. Humans. Tigers sneak up on you. That's true. Tigers sneak up on you. Cheetahs. Cheetahs are definitely the fastest animal. Would they be the noisiest? Who knows? Bengal tigers are larger than African lions. That's right. See, that's what I was aware of. Yeah, that tigers. Yeah, at least the varieties of tigers are larger than lions. Um, but yeah, the voice. Yeah, so the body is larger, but perhaps the voice of the lion is at least more famous. No coyotes or hyenas. Probably won a point. All right, we'll see how that comes out here. All right, I think we've got our answers here. Let's see what the points are. Lion was the top answer, and lion was given by Abyss. Abyss came in with lion. Okay, so Abyss gets 41 points. Isn't that our first 40-point total first answer, top answer? Wow. This was a tightly contested question here for the answers. Okay. So lion, 41 points. I got that right, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Elephant, Doe Darling comes in with elephant, 34 points. Okay, so 41, then 34 for Doe Darling, and now monkey. Okay, so Takara got the third place, but 19 points. 19 points for monkey, the third place answer. How much of that? Let's see, 70, 80, 90, 94. So there were six more answers that didn't appear in the top three, I guess. That's the way that works. Okay, let's see how the point totals are. Gary still has his 50 points. Doe Darling now has an even 100. Oh, there ought to be a special award for that, getting exactly 100 points. Um, I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. 100 points. Takara now has 288 points. Share at 73. Let It Be at 84. Charles at 79. Abyss now has 162 points. Yvonne, 53, and Katerina at 50. Okay. All right. Let's have another couple of rounds of bonus questions here. All right. Bonus questions. Oh, I'm missing out on comments. Sometimes they scroll up automatically. Sometimes I have to. Oh, I didn't think anyone would go for monkey. Yeah. Ligers, which is sterile hybrids of lions and tigers, are even larger than both. Yeah. Yes. Ligers. Yeah. It's sterile. Yeah. They do that, right? Um, what is it? The donkeys and horses, great mules, and mules are also sterile and so on. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think so. 162. 162? Right, 162. You're right. Uh, okay, and mules are sterile as well. Right, yeah. Okay. All right, so let me try and do this. Give some more bonus points here. Let's see. So, um, let's see. Gary, Gary, if is Gary still here? Let's see. Gary, let's see. On. I don't want notifiers. I want takeover. Okay, create a new takeover. Let's see. Did I type everything right? Okay. Here is the question. What U.S. city is the permanent home of the United Nations? If Gary's still here, Gary gets the first crack at that. What U.S. city is the permanent home of the United Nations? Okay, again, Gary gets the first crack at that. If Gary's not here, Gary gets the answer wrong. Other people will have the chance. Okay. Uh, is Gary still here? Perhaps Gary's not here. Yeah, that's. I'm just giving Gary the benefit of the doubt. Okay, Gary. Uh, I'd be really surprised if aliens have DNA. Yeah. What would you know? It's hard to say what an alien life form, what their blueprint might be. Uh, Most likely very different than ours, but not DNA, perhaps a DNA like structure. Um, But who knows? Yeah, that is an easy one. Yeah. Okay, so Gary doesn't seem to be here. What about Katerina? She was here earlier. Haven't heard from her lately. No, no Katerina. Okay, Katerina, if you're here, you're welcome to answer. Um, Countdown 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next lowest, so seem to be gone. I'm sorry to say. Um, Yvonne, if you can answer that, if you can answer that, Yvonne is the next lowest score with 53 points. If you can answer that question, let me put it up there again. Now it's for Yvonne. What city, U.S. city, is the permanent home of the United Nations? New York City. New York City is correct. So 50 points for Yvonne and New York City brings you up to a total of 103. 103 points. Good job. Okay. All right. And let me prepare another question here. Could have done this ahead of time, obviously, but um, let's see. The next lowest score would be Share. Share had 73 points. Um, all right. Okay. Um, share. Here's a bonus point for you, or a bonus question for you. What was the name of the speech given by Abraham Lincoln in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania? What was the name of the speech given by Abraham Lincoln in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania? What was the name of the speech given by Abraham Lincoln in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania? It's, that was for share, right? Yes, share. The Gettysburg Address. The Gettysburg Address is, of course, correct. 50 points. Brings you to 123 points. Okay. All right. Another question, another bonus question. Um, Let me just read these. It's so much faster. Um, all right. This is, let's see, the next lowest point is Charles. Charles, if you can answer this, um, around my 100 mark. Yes, 123. That's right. Yeah. Okay. But I'm sure, you're jealous because Do Darling has exactly 100 points. But okay. For Charles, what bay does the Golden Gate Strait lead into? What bay? So the name of the bay that the Golden Gate Strait leads into. Okay. So this goes to Charles first. If Charles gets it wrong, then let's see who's next. Next would be Let It Be would have the chance of this. So Charles, if you're there, hello Charles. So Charles, what bay, 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 does the Golden Gate Strait lead into? So the name of a bay. This is worth 50 points. San Francisco Bay. That's right. It is San Francisco Bay. 50 points for that. 129 points for Charles. Okay. And now Let It Be's. Ooh, yeah. They're getting a little more difficult. Let's see. Oh no, here we go. Okay. Let It Be, your bonus question. Okay. What was the tallest building in the world for 41 years, standing at over 1,250 feet? What was the tallest building in the world for over 41 years? Now, recently, the tallest building in the world, they've been setting records left and right. But for 41 years, one building stood as the tallest building in the world. What was that building? The Sears Tower. Sorry, it's not the Sears Tower. It's not the Sears Tower. Okay, so let it be. You don't get those bonus points. I'll offer it to Doe Darling. Doe Darling with 100 points. You are the next lowest point total. So, what was the tallest building in the world for 41 years, standing at over 1,250 feet? Okay, it's not the Sears Tower. So, Doe Darling, if you'd like the bonus points, you can try to answer the question, what was the tallest building in the world for 41 years, standing at over 1,250 feet? I really know nothing about America. Huh? Empire State? You know nothing, but that is right. The Empire State Building. The Empire State is it was for 41 years the tallest building in the world. That's what I grew up with. Yeah. So Doe Darling jumps from 100 to 150 points. Okay. All right. So let's see. All right. I think, yeah. So Abyss already has 162 points. So it's still a good game there. I think going to ask another question before I give any more bonus chances. Okay. King Kong knew his buildings. That's right. Burj Khalifa is now the tallest, right? Yeah. And now, I mean, for a while, weren't the towers in Malaysia the tallest in the world or something? Yeah, the Sears Tower. Yeah, the Sears Tower uh, surpassed the Empire State, and then the Twin Towers, I think, surpassed the Sears Tower. And then I thought it was those towers in Malaysia. I could be wrong, but yes, now the Burj Khalifa is the tallest. Um, yeah, can't keep track of it, but for 41 years, that answer was the same, right? Uh, the Petronas towers in Kuala Lumpur. Right, yeah, okay. See, I had the vague idea of the answer, but Abyss, again, Encyclopedia Abyss, came up with the details. That's right. Okay, good. So, like I said, we'll have another question here before there's another round of possible bonus points here. Okay, so question number 9. Here we go. Oh, four best answers. Four best answers. The last two questions have the four best answers listed. Okay, we're changing gears a little bit now. Instead of just three, we got more players, so that's good. Okay, more people can get points. So the four best answers. All right. Question number 9. On a scale from 1 to 10, how good are you at keeping a secret? Okay, this you're trying to. Thank you. I kind of like that too. Okay. Oh, Takari, you were beaten out for 9, right? On a scale of 1 to 10. Okay. Oh, Doe Darling, you were beaten out for 10. Takara got 10. Abyss has 9. Takara has 10. Let It Be 8. Share 1. Yvonne 5. Charles 4. Doe Darling, yeah, has to go down to 7. Okay, all right. Okay, is that everyone? I can't keep track anymore. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, all right. Let's see. Let's see how the points come out here. Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 10, how good are you are at keeping a secret? 10 out of 10. 10 was the top answer. So Takata, oh my, Takata didn't get her first choice, but she still got the top answer. But notice it's only 31 points this time. 31. Okay, so Takata gets 31 points. 5 out of 10. You're right. Yvonne. Yvonne gets 28 points. That's only 3 points different than the top answer. 28 points for Yvonne. 8 out of 10. Not 9, but 8 out of. So let it be. Let it be gets 21 points. Let it be gets 21 points. And the fourth answer is 9 out of 10. There we go. Abyss gets 18 points. Okay, so this is nice. All right, so what have we got here? Let's see. Gary doesn't seem to be around. Doe Darling still at 150 points. Takata now with 319 points. Share with still with 123 points. Let It Be has now broken 100 with 105 points. Charles still has 129. Abyss now with 180 points. And Yvonne with 131 points. And Katerina still with 50 if she's around. Okay, so I think it's time for. Oh, I'm missing my. Sorry, I'm doing my calculations here, and the comments just roll in. Let's see, you got to be kidding me. Yeah. Sorry, that's yeah. But I mean, the difference between the top answer and the fourth answer was only 13 points, right? 31, 28, 21, 18 for those four answers. So everybody gets a little bit of love that way. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's find the next bonus question here. Okay. This. All right. This should be okay. All right. So active players, uh, Katerina or here, give me a shout out and I'll give you some bonus questions. But otherwise, among the active players, it seems that Let It Be at 105 is the lowest. So I'm going to give a bonus point chances to everyone with less than 200 points. All right. So anybody less than 200 points will get a bonus. So the first one will go to Let It Be. Let It Be. In which Pacific state is the world's largest and most active volcano located? In which state is the world's largest and most active volcano located? This goes to Let It Be. So we're looking for the name of a state that has a large and active volcano. Let It Be says Washington. Washington is not the correct answer. No, it's not Washington. Okay, so the next lowest is Share. You get the advantage of the second guess. Share. What do you think? Which state has the world's largest and most active volcano? Hawaii. Hawaii is the right answer. That's right. Hawaii is the right answer. So 50 points for Share. brings you to 173 points. Okay. Oh, my pen's running out of ink. I'm in trouble here. 173. All right. Okay, let's see. Then the next would go to Charles. Yes. Yeah. When I read that, it seemed like, oh, this has to be a trick question. I mean, I think of volcanoes, I think of Hawaii, but yeah, Mount St. Helens was definitely the most devastating eruption that we've had. Yeah. Where is Yellowstone? Yellowstone is in. Um, where is Yellowstone? That was a question that we had. Abyss knows. Just ask Abyss. All right. Oh, it's telling me action. I hope people are still able to. Wyoming. Okay, there we go. Our our secondary abyss is okay. All right. Let's see. Bonus question. Bonus question. Bonus question. Um. All right. This one. This one is a little tough. A little tough. Um. But yeah, maybe that's too tough. Let's maybe save that one for another time. Ooh, that's difficult too. Wow, I've got all these difficult questions now. Um, all right, how about this one? Yeah, this is for, let's see, this would be for Charles, right? This is for Charles. Okay, this would be for Charles. Yeah, it figures that the tough questions come up when it's your turn. Hey, Charles. Okay. All right. Which state is nicknamed the Wolverine State, also sometimes called the Great Lakes State? Which state is the Wolverine State and the Great Lakes State? And boy, if I give you the rest of the clue, it'll just make it too easy. Michigan, that's right. Okay. The rest of the clue was, and home to the city of Detroit. Now, I thought that was maybe making it too easy. Okay, but 179 points now for Charles. Okay. Let's see. The next lowest point score is Yvonne. Yvonne. Let's see. I'm giving more bonus points or more bonus questions that I. Yeah. Hey, that's right. Well, I mean, Michigan is practically Canada, isn't it? I mean, it's right on the border there. You can claim it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. This. I'm sorry. Who did I say? This is for Yvonne. Okay. This is for Yvonne. Um, all right. So, who for Yvonne? Bonus 50 bonus points. Who first named New Amsterdam, now known as New York City? Okay, so now the name of the city, New York City, its original name was New Amsterdam. Who meaning which group of people? Which group? Nation? Which nationality of people named the city we now know as New York City? Who named it New Amsterdam? Okay, which group of people? Which nationality named? Wow, that one's tough. Okay, not tough. Yeah. Right. So it's now called New York City, but the original name for New York City was New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam, right? Okay. The Dutch. That's right. The Dutch. Exactly right. So that's 50 points for Yvonne. So it brings you to 181 points. And let's see. Um, Doe Darling. Doe Darling, question for you. Doe Darling, question for you. All right. Boy, this is tough. I mean, if I read the whole question, it's too easy. All right. Well, we'll see. Now this is tough. If you're not from this state, you're not going to know that. That's not a good question at all. Um, Hold on just a second. Let me get out my game here with some additional questions. Okay, for Go Darling, come up with a legitimate question for you. Okay. Oh, what happened? What? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Wow. I don't know what you guys experienced there. When I put down the box, I put it on the edge of the keyboard and it pressed down a key, and so uh, some weird stuff happened. Okay. Oh, the question that I threw out, if you're curious about the question I threw out, is um, what state is nicknamed the Keystone State? The Keystone State. Um, that's the first half of the clue, which I thought was just impossibly difficult. But this I can't mimic his sound, but it was Woody all the way. The Keystone State I thought was just, yeah, that's right. It is. Yeah, it is Pennsylvania, but only Canucks know that. Canucks are people from Pennsylvania. I just thought that was on a different level than our bonus questions had been until now. But the rest of the question read and has the cities of Pennsylvania, or has the cities of Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, right? So um, it was either too difficult or too easy. So I thought I would find a different one. Um, let's see. Well, these are questions that I've already used in prior games. I'm just having all kinds of difficulties here. Let's see what we have here. Um, wow. All right, how about this? Okay. Doe Darling. If I remember right, Doe Darling is. I doubt you'll get it. Yeah, you're not American, are you? You're not living in the United States, so this is going to be difficult. All right, so for Doe Darling, yeah, Harrisburg, right? That would have been better. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt here. The question, yeah, I should have given you the Pennsylvania question with the hints of Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, but instead I'll do this one. Um, which state is nicknamed the Yellow Hammer State? This is for Doe Darling. The Yellow Hammer State, and is home to the city of Mobile, 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 Mobile. There it is. It's been so long since I've lived in the state that Mobile, Alabama. And nope, Mobile. The name of the state, the Yellowhammer, Mobile, Mobile. Right, Mobile. I don't think Doe Darling picked up on my slip of the tongue there. Don't know. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. That. Yeah. Again, for Americans, brother lived in Mobile for a few years. You heard that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um, Unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, Joe Darling didn't pick up on that. Mobile, 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 moe. That's moe. That's what we say in Japan. Oh, that's enough. Moe. All right. Anyway, so yeah, the answer. Oh wait. Um, let's see. Abyss has not been given a bonus chance yet. So, since Doe Darling has passed on this, um, Abyss, you are welcome to take a shot. Mobile, Alabama. That's right. Bama brings you up to 230 points. 230 points. Okay. All right. It's still with one question left. With one question left. All right. Well, I mean, I think I've given about as many bonus points as I feel is fair to our reigning champion here. Um, let's go on. We'll finish this game and we'll see what happens then. All right. And again, I'm giving certificates for second and third place also. So everyone, do your best. Here we go. The last question. I know the Flintstones, and I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, the Flintstones. The Flintstones were Bedrock was based on something. Yeah, I can't remember. I heard something about that. Anyway, all right, that's beyond my knowledge base. So let's go on. All right, finally, question number 10. Here we go. Name the time of night when it's too late to call someone's house. So a time. Name the time of night 11 p.m., 3 a.m., 10 p.m. Okay, we've got unique answers. 9 p.m. Okay, good. Nine, share. You need a different answer. Nine was already taken. Okay, 10 was already taken. 11, it was already taken. So we've got Takata with 11, Abyss with 3 a.m., Doe Darling with 10 p.m., Let It Be 9 p.m., Charles with 12 midnight, right? Yes. Yeah, that figures that 12 noon wouldn't, yeah, okay, right? So, yeah, 12 o'clock midnight. Any more answers? Remember, it's the top four, so including emergencies. Okay, well, again, how you interpret the question, um, I, the way we have interpreted the question has not always jibed with the way these people in the survey have. So one, okay, 1 o'clock a.m. I'm assuming. Okay, 1 in the morning. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Is that everyone? Can't keep track. Oh, I'm sorry. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is the top answer. So Doe Darling gets 46 points for 10 o'clock. 46 points for 10 o'clock. All right. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock was Charles. Well down the list in as far as the order the answers came in, but that was good for 22 points. 22 points for Charles. 11 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. You know where your kids are, right? Yeah. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock is, let's see, that was Takata. That was Takata. The first answer to appear but the third answer in the survey. So 18 points for Takara. And the fourth answer was 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. by Let It Be. Let It Be came in with that answer. Let It Be. 6 points. 6 points for Let It Be. Okay. We have our final totals here. So Takara now with 337 points for first place. Let's see. Um, Abyss with 230 points for second place. Then let's see. Charles. Charles with 201 points. 201, 9, 10, let's see, 11. So yeah, 201 points for Charles for third place. Doe Darling, a close fourth with 196, just 5 points behind Charles, but Charles claims third place. Uh, let's see, Share. No. I'm sorry. Yvonne with 181 points, and Share with 173. Let It Be with 111. And I think those are our active players at this point. Okay. Um, Whoops, I missed out. Yeah, again, I'm doing my calculations, and here we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, great. Yeah, that was a great game. Yeah, Takara again able uh, to maintain her lead. Basically, yeah, maintain the lead throughout the game, but it was hotly contested at times. Yeah, very good. Very good game. Yeah. So let's see. All right. So first place, Takara. Second place, Abyss. And third place, Charles. Takara, I have your address. Charles and Abyss, make sure that I have your current email addresses by um, sending me your information through. The best way is probably through my whoops, wrong browser. That doesn't work. Sending it to me through my contact. Um, Oops, it's the wrong one again. All right, here we go. Um, are you on Twitter? Yes, I am on Twitter, but let me do this. Um, this is a form that I have set up to. Okay, all right. Whoa. Let's see. Let me get organized here a little bit. Okay, I think I've got that ready now. Oh, all right. Sorry, I'm bouncing around here trying to get things organized. Okay. Oh, let it be. Yes. Good night to you. Thank you. Um, Not this, but the address. Artoberist. Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I've got it now. I've got it now. Um, so yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Let it be. Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you again uh, at another game. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Good. Okay. You've got that deleted. And yeah, as I said, Abyss, you can contact me. You can find the link to my uh, Facebook, Twitter accounts on my profile here on HAPS. You're also welcome to use this form to send me the information. Um, that works too. So whichever you'd like to do. Um, okay. All right. Yeah. Um, I'm going to have to get more organized with my bonus questions. I had a few set up, but we had more players today than we've ever had. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. 9 players at one point or another were participating in our game. So I feel very, very good and happy about that. Good night, departing players. That's right. Yeah. Um, yeah, I can do another game if we have people that would like to play still. Um, I would say if we've got at least 3 players, we could go again. Yeah, the 4 answers. I think from now the 4 answer surveys are what I've used for the questions. So yeah, as I said, when I first started this game, I had very few players, sometimes only 1 or 2 players. So uh, 3 answers um, was enough at that point. But now, with the larger number of players, I think the 4 answers are going to be the 4 answer survey questions are going to be the way to go. Exactly. Yeah. I I have lots of the data. I have 4 and even some 5 answer questions, uh, survey questions. So I'm pretty much set for my data. The biggest obstacle to putting out these games is the amount of time that it takes me to move the data into the PowerPoint presentation. So I've got a nice, excuse me, so that I have a nice uh, visual question there. You know, 5 even better, right? Yeah, I'll be moving into the 5, but yeah, for now I've set up at least the next game I believe is all 4 answer questions, so I can use that. So I'm gonna run out real quickly and then be right back. If if you would like to stick around and play again, if you would just type a yes into the comments, let me know how many players want to play another round. And like I said, I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Okay, yeah. Let's see what the people are saying here. Let's see. One versus one would be cool to listen to. Yes, but fewer bonus questions, maybe. Sticking around but not playing. Oh, I mean, yeah. I think I'm going to call it a night. Okay, Abyss is. Have one more time, Abyss luck to you all. Yes, okay, Abyss. If you've contacted me through the forum or one of the social media accounts, I will definitely get your certificate to you. Um, Takara, I was hoping there was just one game. Um, yeah, well, let's see. Okay, we can all call it a night. Honor demands. That works too. Looks like we're calling it a night. Okay, yeah. Um, like I said, it sounds like yeah, people are tired, and I can understand that. It's afternoon here, 12:21, 12:21 my time here, so that puts it what at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in Columbus, Ohio. Is it? What time do you have there, Takara? 10 o'clock? 11 o'clock? See, isn't Japan 14 hours? 11:21. Oh, so it's 13 hours ahead. Okay. Subtract one and flip it. All right. Okay. Subtract one and flip it. 11:20 Eastern time. Oh, that's right. Okay. So Eastern time, that's right, is 13 hours. The Chicago Central time, that area is 14 hours different. So it's only 10:22 there. And then Mountain time would be 9. And people in California, it's only 8 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. Right. Right. 11:20 Eastern. Okay. Good. It's almost midnight. Right. So, um, yeah, I don't want to keep you guys up past your bedtimes. We've had a good game. Um, I'm at 8:20. Share, yeah, shares. Yeah, in California, I remember. That's right. Yeah, you had the home court advantage with the California questions. Okay, so do we have a consensus here? We're going to call it a night because like I said, I have another game prepared, but it will definitely save for another time if people are feeling sleepy. Running your games tomorrow. Okay, good. Makes up for my lag. 8 o'clock Eastern. Okay, 8 o'clock Eastern, and it's now 11:20. So 3 hours. So about 9 o'clock my time. All right. Right. Yeah, about 9 o'clock in the morning my time. Okay, good. Yeah, that's what we will do then. Um, yeah, like I said, my next games will be using the four, as we had the last two questions today, four top answers. We've got more players. And actually, I think it makes a better game in a lot of ways because the top answer will not necessarily be so dominating. The person that gets that top answer gets a little advantage, but not the huge windfall of points that the three answer surveys have had. So, so easier, and I have new games as well. Okay, good, good. One for Takata especially. Oh, okay. Thank you, Yvonne. I really appreciate the Super Heart Award. That's very kind of you. I really do appreciate it. That's wonderful. Super Heart. I feel it. Thank you. Okay. The bonus questions are wind. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay, so yeah, I will try and better prepare the bonus questions. I was only planning on offering, just a handful of bonus questions that turned into a major part of the game, actually. So I'm going to have to prepare a little better for that. Um, and as far as the formatting of my questions goes, like I said, the next game is already set, and it's, to be honest, it's just going to be too much overhead for me to rework the slides that I already have prepared. But in the future, I'm going to try and make it so the questions appear in the center of the card. Um, Perhaps I'll put until now I've put the questions and the answers on the same card. Perhaps I'll try and move it so that the questions are on one card and then the answers are on a separate card. That way have more flexibility in my formatting and making sure that things uh, aren't covered up by the banners and so on. We appreciate the work. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I like games. I enjoy playing games. From my own childhood, board games were a big part of my childhood. Playing things, everything from Monopoly and Risk to the Avalon Hill war games and things, and card games. Canasta was a big one we used to play and things like that. Yeah. Okay. Me too. Yeah, card games more for me. Yeah, card games are great. The nice thing about card games is they're so compact. A deck of cards. You can put them in your pocket, put them in your bag or whatever, and have them anytime. So many games you can, especially with a simple deck of cards. You can play solitaire for that matter. Lots of two-player games, three-player games, and so on. So much flexibility there. I love the Uno game that Takata hosts, and I'm hoping that we can get several people playing together on her Uno game. I watched she was playing with Eric several times. I was able to watch a couple of those games, and so I dug out my own Uno card so that I'd be able to join in. Unfortunately, Eric wasn't there um, the same time that I was, and so again, it was a two-player game. But love name that tune. Gong Show, Wheel of Fortune. Yes, yes. Name that tune, right? Yeah, name that tune. That would be an interesting one to play because I think we wouldn't have to worry about copyright if we played short enough clips. If it was only, a 5 second clip of even a copyrighted popular song, I don't think a 5 second clip is going to get us in trouble with copyrights. I don't think so. I think the clip has to be above a certain length or a certain percentage of the song. Have to check on the details of that. Unfortunately, our encyclopedic knowledge person Abyss seems to have already gone off. Otherwise, Abyss would certainly have the answer, I'm sure. But what do you mean you can't? Solitaire, I love, and I used to play Uno with my kids. Yeah, solitaire, yeah. And my mother taught me solitaire. She plays two or three different solitaire games. The Klondike is the famous one, and so on. Uh, yeah, I used to play solitaire sometimes, especially um, right after I graduated from college. Had some alone time, and solitaire was a nice way to pass the time. Solitaire is just a fun game. Pinochle, oh, that brings back memories. Pinochle, yeah. Um, you can't get Uno. Sorry, that would be fun though. Really, it seems to me that even Canada has Uno cards, but maybe not. I don't know. But Pinochle, I remember um, going to my friend's home, and when he wasn't at home, and waiting for him to show up, and the mother loved playing Pinochle and invited me to play, and I didn't really know very much about Pinochle, but I got a definite Pinochle education uh, at learning how to play Pinochle. I love that game. It's a great game. Yeah. Um, yeah. Okay. Price is Right. Love games too. It's exciting. Yeah. I'm a knowledge person too. Yes. Cool. Definitely. I can't. Okay. It can be bought. It can be bought. Yep. Where is it? What is it? Awesome. Who did it? Who invented it? Huh? Okay. Um, Mahjong. Yeah, Mahjong. Mahjong. I've played it a little bit, and it can be quite complicated because there are so many different possible sets that you can make from the Mahjong tiles. Uh, yeah, Mahjong is very interesting. There's another game a little bit similar, but then also different. It's played with something that are more like cards. The cards are much thicker and stiff, but it's called Hanahuda. I don't know if you've heard of that game. It's traditional Japanese. It's also traditionally a gambling game, Hanahuda, um, and it has very colorful. Each card is unique and has colorful drawings on it. There's a drawing of a pig. There's a drawing of a deer, and so on. The sake cup and so on. Sakura trees, the cherry blossom trees, the plum trees, and so on. It's quite a beautiful game. Uh, let's see, Hanahuda, right? Yeah, Hanahuda. Hanahuda is it's that's the game I used to play quite a bit. Mahjong, Hanahuda also has a lot of different sets that you can make for different amounts of points, and people that play it a lot have those all memorized. I have to look at the crib sheet to understand how much those points are worth. And actually, after that, I started playing it online because then the points are all taken care of for you automatically, which is very nice. But yeah, I really enjoy Hanahuda. It's a great game. If you don't know about Hanahuda, uh, do a Google search and find out about it. The cards are quite nice, and the game is, I think, more accessible, more easily understood than mahjong. Mahjong um, can be quite complicated. Uh, the point scoring and so on, uh, how to how to get the most points and so on, and then there's the reach means you're one tile away from being able to go out and so on. Uh, Chinese or Japanese game matching sets. I think I have on my laptop. Uh, White domino squares for mahjong. Yeah, yeah, mahjong. Yeah, it has so many different. There's the bamboo and the circles and all these different sets. Um, 1 through 9, I guess it is. The For example, the bamboo, the sort of simplified pictures of bamboo, and like cards, one bamboo, two bamboo, three, four, five, up to 9, and so on. And then there's also for circles and so on. Yeah. Uh, do you like having a co-pilot, Daniel? The other night after you hosted co-pilot, yeah, co-pilot, yeah, it can be good, but then again, I feel I feel nice about having more people participating and playing. I think it would, that's why I'm looking forward to Takara's Uno game. Uh, I'm looking forward to playing. And the nice thing about Takara's Uno game is she can host and fully compete in the game, right? It's that type of setup. Whereas with mine, doesn't really work. If I'm putting together the questions, it's not going to work for me to be a player. Daniel's a teacher who wants to teach. Yeah, I guess it's in my blood. After 30 some years of teaching, yeah, that's kind of part of my personality, I guess. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm missing out some of these comments. Oriental figures on the tiles. Yeah, some of them. Yeah, there's the east, west, north, south characters on some of the tiles, and what else? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Number one, number two, number three, and so on. Yeah. Matching sets. I think I want. Yeah. Yeah. It is a popular. Or yeah, I'm sure that you can download a computer version of Mahjong and Hanahuda too. I've seen it online. Uh, let's see. White tiles. Yes. Um, let's see. Oops, I'm looking forward to it too. We'll have to actually plan it. Yes, we'll have to. We'll have to coordinate a time. Uh, you set up a time that's convenient for you. Um, Maybe I've mentioned before is the spring break time here in Japan. The university and actually right now the I think all the schools are in spring break. Things get started again at the beginning of next month. So when April, so I've got another 10 days. Mm, yeah, about another 10 days of relative freedom when I'm able to join people's broadcasts basically any time of the day. Not at night. I like my sleep. I try to get my 8 hours of sleep every night. I'm not as strong as Takata. Takata seems to be able to stay up these late nights and still function properly. But me, I fall apart if I don't get 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes I can get by with seven, but I'd rather have nine than seven actually. Uh, but yeah, I try to get my 8 hours of sleep. But aside from those 8 hours when I'm sleeping, right now I'm pretty much flexible in my ability to go online and join people. Um, so yeah, Takata, you set it up and I'm there. Just let me know. So coordinate that with Eric or other people. Yeah, I really enjoy sleep. 9 hours. 9 hours is good. It really is. Yeah, 9 hours is good. Um, yeah, I've heard. My mother complained that, or for a while she was complaining that she wasn't getting good sleep at night, but now she seems to be sleeping much better. So that's good. Because sleep is so important for us. I think I think that there was a study and they interviewed people or surveyed people about how many hours they slept and looked at that compared to their longevity, and there seemed to be a connection there that people that sleep 8 hours a night tend to live longer. So let's all get our 8 hours of sleep a night, right? Let's see. Am I caught up? Yeah. Okay. I bought melatonin gummy bears and they work great. Okay. Melatonin. Yeah. Melatonin. That's good. Yeah. My wife sometimes has trouble sleeping and we've tried different things. The valerian root. Are you familiar with that? The valerian root. Um, Comes in. You can get it as a tea. My wife took it as in capsule form and so on. Um, Valerian root has a history of being used as a sleep aid and so on. Um, neither my wife nor I uh, like the more druggy pharmaceutical solutions for to helping people sleep. I meant when I joined your channel and played my game here, which you played. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Uh, which is fine. I mean, we could definitely do that again. Maybe not right now, but yeah, definitely do that. Do that again. Or Charles, if you want to host, that would be good too. Um, I mean, I'm happy to play the host, but it seems give credit where credit is due type of thing. It's your game, and if you host it, that might be a nice thing to do. So, um, yeah, melatonin is all natural as well, right? Yeah, and yeah, I've heard things about that. Um, haven't actually. I don't think we've actually gotten the melatonin. Definitely not the gummy bears. Um, that's something, yeah, something to try. Her sleep patterns have improved lately, and she's not even taking the valerian root and so on. But yeah, for a while there, that was what we were trying. You're hosting tomorrow. You're hosting tomorrow. Sorry about that. Might have been loud. Um, but the occasional gaming after you is something to try again. Yes, yes, we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that. Yeah. It's getting close to 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. Like I said, it's yeah, different sleepy time teas. Yes, sleepy time teas. Yeah, the chamomile teas and so on, and the different blends. Most of them include the chamomile in the sleepy time blends and so on. Celestial seasonings, which isn't necessarily um, the maybe not necessarily the best, but probably the most well-known celestial seasonings. Um, yeah, chamomile, right? Have a bigger reach, maybe, but not by too much. let's see, if I look at my numbers here, 153 people have taken a peek at this game today, uh, all platforms together. I'm not sure how many of those were through HAPS. I'm guessing that a lot of them are through Facebook, which, now, Facebook, I, have uh, different opinions about Facebook. Some of them good, some of them bad. Um, but one thing, I am an American living in Japan, but my wife is Filipina, and we actually visit the Philippines as often as possible. Uh, Before the pandemic, it was once or even twice a year. ZQL, which I don't like taking at all, only when desperate. Right? Yeah. Um, mm, um, but yeah, in the Philippines, I think Facebook, excuse me, Facebook has some kind of arrangement with the internet providers there that if people can use Facebook and it doesn't count toward their data plans. So they can basically access the internet for free through Facebook. So you find a huge number, probably the huge majority of Filipinos that use Facebook basically every day. They use the Facebook Messenger to send messages and the video calls and so on, and posting pictures and this and that. Even more so than other countries. The Philippines is Facebook crazy, and I think it's basically because they're of that arrangement that the Facebook data doesn't apply toward their data plan. Yes, you should meet up with Randy Horton on HAPS. His wife and family are in the Philippines, and he's in Saudi Arabia working. He spends most of his free time at HAPS. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. Randy Horton. I've seen him. He's an American, I'm guessing. Um, his wife and family are in the Philippines. So is his wife Filipina? I wonder. Um, but that's so interesting because so many uh, Filipinas, or so many Philippine families that I know, it's the Filipino or the Filipina that is going to Saudi Arabia to work. Um, Especially the women and the young women that go there to work as housemaids and so on. He has a house in the Philippines for 30 years. Wow. His wife is Filipina. Okay, cool. All right. I actually just finished my house in the Philippines. Um, it actually, I don't have the residency, the official residency finished yet. They live in Cebu. Okay. Um, I'm actually not too far. Cebu is in that the center, the central band of islands in the Philippines. The north people that are familiar with the Philippines already know this, but the north, the major island is Luzon. That's where Manila is, and in the south, the large island is Mindanao. Uh, they also go to Mindanao, right? Yeah, Mindanao. That's where Davao is. The current president was the mayor of Davao for many years. So that's the other major island. But then the central area is made up of a number of, sorry about that, made up of a number of smaller islands, uh, of which Cebu is one. My house is on another one. Cebu is more toward um, the western part of that band of islands. Uh, yeah, Duterte is the current president. That's right. My house is on Leyte Island, which is uh, on the eastern uh, end of that band of islands in the center of the Philippines. So Leyte Island. Um, that's Leyte Island. Actually, very near to where my house is the famous landing uh, zone, the landing area where MacArthur returned to the Philippines. Remember MacArthur, I will return, and he did after uh, what Took him 4 years to get back there, but when he did return, it was very near to Tacloban. It was actually in a small town by the name of uh, Palo Leyte. Um, Randy's from Tennessee. Okay, Duterte, what a guy. Should I delete this? No, I, I'm a Duterte fan. Um, I think he's fine. Um, my, I mean, we're getting political here, and anybody that's tired of this, I understand if you fade out, that's okay. But yeah, Duterte, I think is great. I think that Duterte gets a bad rap because he's not in bed with America, and so he, everything that he does is everything that he says and does has uh, it presented in kind of a distorted way because he's not more friendly to America. Um, yeah, so he's ready to do what's best for his country, and if that involves making deals with China, making deals with Russia, he's all for that. If it helps his country, whereas America is like, hey, we want you in bed with us and only with us, and America is a jealous lover, right? I watched the Philippines build a street with a hammer and nail, bags of concrete. It was cool. Yeah. Let's see. On his weekends, he does broadcasts of camels and stuff inside wherever he is. Okay. Um, for the drug dealers, yeah, the drug dealers. Duterte has been hard on drugs, but I mean, I'm pretty liberal when it comes to drugs. But then again, back from remembering my own youth and so on. But uh, not all drugs are the same, and that's a big problem that I have with America. I mean, America is coming around state by state, and allowing, decriminalizing or legalizing cannabis and so on, especially primarily medical cannabis, but also recreational and so on. But on the federal level, as you know, I'm not telling you anything new here, but on the federal level, cannabis is still at the same level as heroin and those other Schedule One drugs, which to me is just absolutely ridiculous. Um, Duterte, again, he breaks away from the American national government, and he kind of says, oh, marijuana, that's a plant, that's natural. What's the big deal about that? He's all ready to he supports the opening of medical marijuana in the Philippines, but the the drugs that the Philippines has trouble with is the meth. They call it shabu, and that is, I mean, people, that are hooked on meth, the meth pipes and all that, that's a whole different drug. And I believe that deserves to be on a schedule and so on. I mean, for me, I would rather see tobacco put on a schedule, and more liberalization of cannabis and so on, or even alcohol. I think it deserves to be regulated at least to the extent that cannabis is. If we're going to let any adult drink and smoke, um, yeah. Anyway, that's just my. Yeah. And I guess more and more people are kind of thinking that way in the states, and that's why decriminalization and legalization has spread throughout the United States, but still not on the national level. Those laws are still on the books, right? Okay. Good night. Good night. Good night. Bye. Share. I'm sorry I missed where she said good night. Oh, I'm out of here. Okay. You two have a great evening. Yes. Thank you. Share. Appreciate it. Oh, the cop in you wants to spout out about the drug stuff. Yeah, yeah. I understand that. I mean, illegal is illegal, and that's a legitimate point. Of course, the other side of that same coin is the fact that these laws are intended to reflect the uh, the the ideals of the population, right? And so at a time in America when the majority of the population was against drugs, including marijuana and so on, yeah, then those laws were appropriate. But now, when the balance, the population on a whole has gone the other way, it seems that now the laws, while they're still laws, maybe they need to be amended, to be changed, to be deleted, whatever the action that needs. It's the executions. Again, I'm not sure that there were any actual drug related executions as such. And I feel strongly that Duterte would not authorize directly any executions for drug offenses. Um, his policy, at least his stated policy, has always been that the police need to be honest, good policemen and do their jobs. And if in the execution of those jobs, uh, they get into a conflict with these drug dealers, uh, those drug dealers, Duterte views the drug dealers as criminals, and if they are putting the police in danger, the police have every right to defend themselves with lethal force. And so, if the drug dealers are killed in that type of an altercation, where they're fighting back against the police, Duterte fully supports the police in the use of lethal force. Um, but I Duterte, from what I have heard, has never come out and said, it's. I mean, he has said things like, I don't care if all these drug dealers get killed, um, but again, I think that's within the context of, if they're fighting back, if they're not, if they're not surrendering, if they're not ready to turn over a new leaf and give up their evil ways, if they die, by carrying on this illicit activity that is harmful to the population as a whole, um, then what happens to them as a result of those illicit actions is their their fault as much as anything, right? He's not sending out. I have heard, yeah, shootouts. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Duterte, on his part, I would say would support, the policemen in any of the shootouts and any of those kind of conflicts. I don't think Duterte has sent out hit squads to kill off the drug dealers. I just don't think that's his way of doing things. I mean, because of the because of the way Duterte presents himself, he's basically, kind of a rough kind of guy, and the way he speaks, and plus the fact that, and this is a very important thing that is not talked about enough. Duterte is from Davao, that southern island, and the language that is spoken in that part of the country is a completely different language than the Tagalog, which is the language of the area around Manila, the capital. And so, I mean, besides his personality and the stylistic way that he presents himself, on top of that is also misrepresentation, misinterpretation because of him using a language different than the commonly spoken language in the capital area. And so even Filipinos who, even those among the news, the media, the media sources in the capital area are not really fluent in Bisaya, the Cebuano, the language that Duterte speaks. And so some of the things that he says are misinterpreted. They're translated wrong. And again, I think that part of that is because of his relationship or lack of relationship with the United States. The United States is trying to influence those people and supporting, I think, in many open and also clandestine ways, the United States is supporting the anti-Duterte factions within the Philippines. And so I take a lot of what I see in the mainstream media with a grain of salt. As I said, the majority of Filipinos are on Facebook, and you find a lot of both sides, right? Both sides. You know, the pro Duterte and the anti Duterte are both very active on Facebook and using that form of social media to try and influence the population, right? Um, but you know, reading that and trying to be objective and sort through the information, yeah, I'm not nearly. I mean, I don't necessarily wholeheartedly agree with everything that Duterte does, or how he does it, or what he says, but I'm not nearly as damning of Duterte and his actions as the American government is, or even the way to the extent that most of mass media has been, right? Okay, I wasn't thinking hit squads either. Shoot, yeah, executions, yeah, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So Duterte to me, I mean, I'll tell you quite honestly, quite clearly, the Philippines today is a much safer, cleaner, better place with improving infrastructure, things like roads and railroads and things like, utilities and so on, better than it was before Duterte. For years, there was so much corruption within government. There still is. Philippines has one of the most corrupt governments in the world. I mean, and I'm an American, and America is pretty darn corrupt in the government. They go about it a different way sometimes. Um, I heard someone outside the U.S. I can't remember what country, but the cell phone provider creates a Facebook page for the person buying the phone without their permission. It's just part of the process of buying a phone. Yeah, I'm not sure if the Philippines does that, but like I said, there's some relationship that Facebook has with the internet providers, and Facebook wants that audience. And because the Philippines is a relatively poor third world country, in order to, but it has a population of 100 million people, right? So if you want to, that population of 100 million people to be on Facebook, you got to put it in their financial within their financial reach, right? And so yeah, that's what they've done. Yeah, as far as the Facebook page, yeah, I'm not sure if they actually do that. Let's see. Cell phone provider creates a Facebook page. It could be. But nah, I don't think so. I mean, they might do that as a service, but I bought, like I said, I go to the Philippines, and before the pandemic again, but I go to the Philippines once or twice a year. Usually now I'd just be coming back from the Philippines because this has been our spring vacation time. Um, but yeah, I've bought a couple of phones in the Philippines to use while I was there. And, yeah, they've never made a paid. Never asked me. It's been there. Been me. So maybe that's another country. Yeah, a certain former president sure wanted to cozy up to Duterte or liked him. Oh, was that Trump? Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. So I don't know how, again, this is political. I don't know what you guys feel about Trump, um, but in the Philippines, Trump was rather popular because, okay, you're going to sleep now. Um, thanks, Takara. See you again next time. Tomorrow? What do you think? Tomorrow? Shall we play another game tomorrow about the same time? About let's see, about 10:30 my time, so about 7:30 your time, yeah, something like that. Wait, 10:30, so 9:30 your time. Sorry, 9:30. Okay, cool, cool. All right, I'll put that together. All right, great. See you then. Have a good night. Anyone coming for yours? Probably, probably, yeah. Yeah, make sure that try to schedule it so we get the advance notice and so on. You've told us, but definitely helps to have that up here, in the scheduled uh, among the schedules. Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. So Trump was actually popular in the Philippines because he had such a hands-off policy with the Philippines. Um, Obama was not so popular in the Philippines. He's the one who had the issues with Duterte. Again, that was because Duterte was like, screw you, America. I'm not going to kowtow to you and jump. When you say jump, I'm not going to ask how high. I'm going to say, go jump yourself, right? That's Duterte's attitude. That's the way Duterte interacted with the Americans, the American government, and Obama was kind of used to, you know, pushing America's weight around to a certain extent. I mean, Obama, I kind of liked Obama, but there were, no, I really liked Obama. I thought, he's one of the better presidents that we've had that during the time that I've been alive. And I've been alive since Dwight D. Eisenhower was president, right? Yeah, when I was born, Eisenhower was president, then Kennedy and Johnson, and oh my God, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, so Trump was popular in the Philippines simply because he had more of a hands-off policy for the Philippines compared to his predecessor, and since Biden was Obama's vice president, the Philippines were, concerned that Biden would go back to a more hands-on approach when it came to America versus, in the Philippines, and they weren't up for that. So yeah, Trump had, most Filipinos, a lot of Filipinos, and there are a lot of Filipinos that have moved to America, but they still have strong family ties. Philippines has very, very strong family ties. Yeah. Not wanting to kowtow to America is good. I wish Diefenbacher had stood up for Canada with the Avro Arrow. So the U.S. defense Avro Arrow was an amazing little jet. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, yeah. America. That's a problem that I have. America just wants to. Uh, I'd say Diefenbacher for that for sure. Right. Now, America just they want to dominate everything, and that's why I really have a problem with America. My problem with America is, it's not that America is the most evil country in the world. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at that. I will. It's not that America is the most evil country in the world. I don't think it is. Um, but America presents itself as the world's savior. We're going to keep, we're the peacekeepers. We're the policemen. You can count on us to protect you, for justice, justice for all, not just in our country, but we're watching over the world, kind of thing. And yet, they present themselves in that light, and yet they're just as self-serving and self-interested as any other country. Um, I love the stories of America, and the people are more good than bad, but they are overbearing. Yeah, um, they're overbearing, and the government is extremely overbearing. Um, Americans have, uh, the American people have an abundance of undeserved pride, unearned pride, I think. Oh, I'm proud to be an American. What are you proud of? that you went in and carried on a genocide against the Native Americans that were living there? Is that what you're proud of? That you have used your the abundance of resources, raw materials at your disposal to dominate the world uh, economically and militarily? I mean, is this what you're proud of? I mean, and using the advantage that they have in order to steal more money and make better deals, all over the world. Let's see, yeah, both world wars they were Johnny come latelys. Yeah, yeah, they, it was all about what's best for America. I mean, they weren't going to fight in either of the wars because they were there to save Europe, or whatever. They figured out that, they waited until they saw the angle that, oh, this is going to help us, and now we'll get on board, right? Yes, I mean, yeah, it's not uniquely, an American thing. The native, I mean, Australia, the Aboriginal population of Australia has been and continues to be treated badly. South Africa, uh, you know, uh, the people, so it's these white Europeans that are going around the world and taking over. I mean, it's not just. I mean, the British are probably the prime example, going everywhere around the globe. The sun never sets on the British Empire, right? Because wherever they went in the world, uh, they conquered, that, and added it to the British Empire, from America to Australia to everywhere. Um, the Pacific Islands here and there, but it's not just the British. I mean, the Dutch, the French, the Belgians in Africa. I mean, my God, Africa is still suffering because of the influence of the Europeans in that continent. Um, yeah, so it's not a uniquely, yeah. Also, the slavery for America, yeah, that's something. Slavery, I mean, slavery is not an American invention. Slavery has been part of humanity for written history, and before that. Um, but what was really dirty about the way America did, I mean, bringing racism into slavery, right? So now, oh yeah, okay, your skin's a different color, so we peg you as a slave, right? Make it very easy to identify, and also there's no getting out. It's not like you're in debt, so you work you're a slave, enslaved for a while, and then you can work your way out of it or something like that. No, it basically became a racial thing, which is terrible. There are Americans who wrongly claim that America saved the world in World War II. I'd say more Soviets, the Brits, and Canada, though America was supplying the Allies before joining. Boots on the ground came a couple of years in. Yeah. I mean, America, yeah, and more than the boots on the ground, America's major contribution to the war effort was America's, I mean, by I think any standards, simply amazing manufacturing capabilities. I mean, again, because of the wide open spaces, because of the abundance of natural resources, coal, oil, lumber, metals, and so on. Silver, gold, as well as other metals and so on, and all the iron ore, the steel manufacturing, and so on. That's where America played, I would argue, the biggest role in the wars. Is simply supplying the hardware, uh, for the war effort, and of course getting paid for it a lot of times too. That's how America went into. Didn't they go into World War II as one of the, if not the biggest debtor nation and came out as the on the other side of the books. Yeah, but if they hadn't had boots on the ground, that would have spoken to an American fear. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Manhattan Project. Yeah, yeah. There's again, America has skeletons in the closet is not the right term because we all know about these things, but they're just kind of slept over. It's like, oh, it was necessary. Well, actually, no, that's not the case. It wasn't really necessary. Um, but then, I mean, yeah, we all have them. That's right, we all have them. Yeah, um, yeah. But the thing that bothered me, like I said, yeah, we all have these skeletons in the closet. We all have these dark parts of parts of the country and so on, the dark parts of our history or our society and so on. But like I said, um, war could have been ended with invasion of Japan. The Pacific War, right? Yeah, so that's the thing. There was really two World War Twos, right? The European War and the Pacific War. Yeah. Does the bombing ever come up? What the Hiroshima Nagasaki bombing, or the fire bombing of Tokyo that was actually more destructive? I mean, Tokyo, wow. I mean, I don't know how many millions of tons of bombs we dropped on Tokyo, and but then again, we did the same thing to in Germany, Dresden and so on, these places that were firebombed, So I mean, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that was special because that was one bomb, and that was America flexing their technological muscles and say, hey, look what we can do. You better not, you better give up, because this is what we can do. But yeah, there's not a lot of talk about it. I mean, it's you know, I as an American am embarrassed by the fact that we dropped those bombs, especially the second one. I mean, the first one you might be able to make a case for. It's that okay, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna demonstrate. Right, yeah. Again, like I said, the European War and the Pacific War were really, in a lot of ways, very separate. I mean, the Axis powers, Japan and Germany declared themselves as both Axis powers and so on. But in a lot of ways, they were separate wars, and Germany could have lost and Japan still won, or the opposite. But the first bomb, you could argue that okay, America needed to display, to the Japanese that this war is unwinnable. Here we have this technology and Italy too, right? So that's the European. Germany, Italy, the Axis powers there, and then Japan was kind of a separate thing. Um, but the second bomb, what was that for? To make the point that hey, the first one wasn't a fluke. Um, what's that? I just it seemed like unnecessary overkill. I mean, the first one maybe you could make an argument for it, but the second one, I don't know a way to justify the second one. Not really. The first one's tough to justify, but maybe a case can be made. The second one, no. I know my stuff is deeper in the sun. You didn't kiss the ring, maybe. Kiss the ring. I don't know what that's a reference to. The only ring kissing I know of is, don't you kiss the ring of the Pope or something like that? And I'm not Catholic, so what do I know? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, like I said, America. I don't see America as being any better than any other country, and yet America wants to portray themselves as being better, and that's the biggest issue that I have with America. They've got the same dirty laundry. skeletons, however you want to refer to it. They've got the same problems as everybody else, but want to put themselves forth as, yeah, we are the saviors of the world. Look to us. We are the example of a democracy that works. They're not even a democracy. They're a republic. I'll give them that, but not a real democracy. They never were set up to be a democracy. It was always a republic, right? President isn't even elected by a majority of the popular vote, right? Representatives, the electoral college is what chooses it, based on the states, and with the gerrymandering, that's not fair at all. Japan didn't surrender kiss the ring; they surrendered after the second. Right? Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, war is never the right answer. But then again, you can look at why Germany and Japan and Italy joined. Obviously, the economics at the time. Um, they were, they were having a hard time, and expansion seemed to be the right answer. Um, there is a seeming desire to not be democratic. Yeah, democratic republic. Democrat. Yeah, people keep saying that. I mean, I don't see it. We vote, um, and yeah, and the treaty. Yeah, Chamberlain let Germany get big. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that was. Um, but yeah, Germany was getting big, but they still weren't happy because of the situation, and they got big in the wrong way. They exerted their effort in the wrong way, and that was the problem. America is a democracy. America is a democracy. I don't buy that. I'm sorry, I just don't buy that. America is a republic. You know, um, the you know voters vote for people to represent them, and those are the people that make the rules, that write the laws, and so on. There's a point where they could have smacked Hitler down. Yeah, 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 exactly. Like I said, yeah, I don't buy that America is really a democracy. It's a republic. Clearly, it's a republic. Um, Democracy, I mean, they have votes, but again, they're voting for their representatives, be that at a local, state, or federal level. They're choosing the representatives. Okay, I want this person to represent me, right? Um, but they're not actually voting on the issues directly. I mean, California tried that. They have the referendums. I can't remember what they call them, whether the referendums or whatever, where they actually vote on, things that actually become laws and so on. But not on a federal level, we don't do that. And most states, I never hear about those things happening. Again, we vote for people to represent us, and then trust those people to represent us the way we hope they will, which is never happening. The Canadian is debating with the American about being democratic. Yeah. 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 Like I said, I just don't see America as a democracy. Um, it has some elements of democracy to it, but I couldn't label it a democracy. I don't think. Republic, definitely a republic. Hey, I mean Plato. Plato was fine with the republic, right? Plato's Republic, isn't that? Yeah. Um, yeah. Wow, we've kind of wandered all over the thing. We got far away from our uh, friendly feud game. Um, and yeah, it's already. Did you hear the bell? I think that's my cue to wrap this up. How long have we been on here? Where can I find that? How long have I been on? I don't even know how long I've been on. Oh, there it is. Almost 3 hours. 2 hours and 51 minutes. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah. Well, again, thank you, Charles. Yeah, thank you. It's been interesting. Um, yeah, I clearly you and I have share more ideas than we hold separately, um, which is always comforting, to know someone else has similar ideas. It's good to talk about them, bounce ideas off of each other. Um, so let's do this again sometime soon. Yes, your game tomorrow, you said, and I'll be playing my game again. I'll start at about the same time I did this one. So, like I said, it's about 1:20 in the afternoon here. I'll start my game about 10:30 tomorrow morning. I'll try that, and we'll go from there. See how it works out. Thanks a lot. Have a good night, and I'll see you again real soon.